What's up, Flyer fans? It's Doug from Flying with Doug, back with some exciting news. Dayton has signed their first recruit of the 2024 recruiting class. Did not expect this. I don't think really a lot of people had this on their radar, but Dayton has signed Hamad Mousa from Qatar. He is a player that has gotten a lot of steam recently in the international world with some of his recent play, and we will touch on that after, but let's get to know him a little bit. He is 6'8", a long, athletic build. Watching some of his highlights, he's definitely slight of frame, but you can see that there is definitely a lot of skill there. We'll definitely need to fill out quickly if he's going to contribute this season for Dayton. He's definitely a high potential player, and that's exciting to have on the roster for sure. This past April, he played for the U19 World Team at the Nike Hoop Summit. Struggled in that game a little bit, but there are some massively high-profile players playing in that game, Cooper Flagg and many other McDonald's All-Americans. Played for Qatar in the U18 FIBA Asian Cup qualifiers, where he averaged 9 points a game, 2.5 rebounds, so played pretty well in those games. And then what I thought caught my eye was for his club team, he had a massive game, 25 points, 5 rebounds, an assist on extremely high efficiency, and was called the breakout star of the 2024 Basketball Without Borders. So some really high praise there. I went on to YouTube and was doing some digging because obviously this came out of nowhere, so I wanted to be prepared, and watched an interview from him at the Nike Hoop Summit in April. The way he described his game was very interesting. I liked the way he talked. I liked the way he showed his maturity in talking about his own game and where he can get better. And I'm going to relay some of that to you guys because I think it's important to know what we're getting and what he believes he can get better at going forward. He said his skills were he believes he is a 3-level scorer, a good creator, enjoys watching players like Tyrese Halliburton and Jalen Williams, good guys to model your game after. Has a maturity on the court, is a good leader, vocal leader, which always helps. He's willing to do little things. He's willing to hustle, get on the floor, dive after loose balls, keep possessions alive. Again, like I told you guys earlier, long athletic build. He had a good-looking jump shot in some of his highlights. I will share those at the end of the video. And then did a great job in the highlights that I saw. Obviously, they're highlights, but he finished well in traffic with his long athletic ability, getting to the basket and wrapping around, doing some very nice finishes. Something he mentioned he needed to improve on was his defense, and it's more about the ability to guard bigger people. He has good versatility. I think 1 through 3 he could do a solid job on, but he's looking to expand his defense and be even better, and I appreciate that. If you're already a solid defender and you want to get it even better, that's a massive win for the Dayton Flyers going forward, because defense is something that this team's going to hang their hat on next year, and if he can get on the floor and help us defensively, I'm not going to be mad about that. So he said he wants to keep improving his defense and get even better. Another improvement area, he wants to continue to be a better jump shooter. At the Nike Hoop Summit, he was 0 for 2 from 3, and he mentioned that he needs to improve the consistency with his jump shot. Like I told you guys, look in the highlights. He has a nice form on his jump shot. Definitely, you always want shooters to get better, so I expect him to be a solid shooter who's improving as the year goes along. And then he spoke about something that he thinks is underrated in his game. He thinks he's an underrated passer. We talked about him being a good creator, but he thinks he has a good ability to pass the ball, find open teammates, and help teammates get into better spots. Something, just because he's a young kid and, they always like to share and do that kind of stuff. Loves soccer, football, not our American football. And then he wants to be remembered for being a great teammate. And I think that's great. For a young guy that is mature, wanting to be a good teammate, help your team win, that kind of stuff is exactly what Dayton needs. We need those kind of guys. So I'm excited, guys. Hamad Mousa, 2024, from the NBA Global Academy. He's been playing in Australia. It's exciting. I thought we were only in for the transfer portal, but we go out, we sign this kid. I'm gonna attach some highlights here at the end of the video. Exciting day for the Flyers. Obviously, Deron Holmes most likely going to stay in the NBA draft, so it's nice to get a player coming in when we have a good player leaving. So exciting day, Flyers. Go Flyers. Enjoy the highlights at the end, and congrats, Hamad Mousa, for signing with Dayton. It's a big moment in your career. Enjoy.